What up guys, it's your boy CMD Squad back at it again with another video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the 2017-2018 off-season trades. Now some of these are actually helpful to the team, but some of these might just be plain stupid. Hey guys, the first trade on my list is D'Angelo Russell for Brook Lopez. I think this trade is going to work out only because of the fact that Brook Lopez is a spot-on shooter. And don't forget his rebounding and passing ability. But not only that, with Lonzo Ball being in the Lakers, they're going to have two spot-on shooters. And don't forget the fact that Brook Lopez is going to be able to clean those boards. This is why I think they're going to be more successful than they were last season. Now on D'Lo's side, I don't think this will be beneficial. I believe this because D'Lo is not a spot-on shooter and does not have a potential to carry an entire team. Also, D'Lo is not going to have help because there are no spot-on shooters that he can pass to. While in the Lakers, he can pass to Nick Young or Brandon Ingram. Now think about it. Brook Lopez was one of the top 5 centers and top 3 shooting centers, while D'Lo is not even the top 15 for the point guard position. Now, point guards should be able to set themselves up, and Brook Lopez still finds ways to score more points than D'Lo, and he's a center. That is just sad. Okay guys, the second trade on our list is Jimmy Butler and the 16th overall pick for Zach LaVine, Chris Dunn, and a 7th overall pick. I don't think anybody really cares about Chris Dunn, so I'm just going to talk about Zach LaVine and Jimmy Butler. On Jimmy Butler's side, I think this trade is going to be beneficial because Jimmy Butler is an average three-point shooter and an amazing mid-range shooter. I also think this is going to work out because they have Karl-Anthony Towns, which is an all-around center, but at the same time, he is specialized in his rebounding and mid-range game. Andrew Wiggins is also an important factor in this team with his inside scoring and his mid-range game, which would also help Jimmy Butler out with a monster rebounder and 2 other spot-on mid-range shooters. Now on Zach LaVine's side, this will be partially beneficial because they have one all-around shooter that is specialized on his inside scoring. They also have Dwayne Wade, which is specialized in his mid-range game, but they do not have very good big men that can clean the boards. They also will have to give Zach LaVine and Dwayne Wade more minutes because they cannot rely on the bench. Also, Zach LaVine has some injury problems during the last season, so if he gets injured again, well, they're done for. Rockets acquired Chris Paul from the Los Angeles Clippers in exchange for Patrick Beverley, Lou Williams, Sam Dekker, 4 other players, protected first-round pick, and cash. I think this would be beneficial for the Rockets because they have CP3, which is an all-around point guard which is specialized in his playmaking ability. The Rockets came second in the Western Conference with only 1 star player. Now with 2 star players and many other spot-on shooters like Eric Gordon, Ryan Anderson, Ryan Kelly, Trevor Ariza, and who knows how good they'll be with their spot-on shooters. But the only bad part in this trade is that they lose some of their big men, which can be a big issue because they need a person to get those boards. Okay guys, the last trade of this video will be about Paul George. I left the dumbest trade for last. This trade was just plain stupid on the Pacers' part. They literally just gave away a star player that is top 5 in the league for small forwards for 2 average players that aren't even top 20 for their position. On OKC's part, this was a complete W. Now that they acquired Paul George, which is specialized in his 3-point and mid-range shooting, they also have an MVP point guard that can get boards, assists, get points, and can also finish dunks. This team is going to do very well because they have centers that can get a lot of boards as well.